guys, again. You guys are amazing. Amazing. My last video, Mormon culture, that I was just kind of talking about, how I was feeling bugged about the kind of misconceptions of the church because of the Mormon, just the culture of, the people in the church sometimes. It's blown up. It's crazy. It's crazy. I can't believe it, but I'm so glad so many people seem to resonate and feel similarly, or it kind of opened their eyes if they didn't know much about the church, about, things that are doctrine in the church and things that are just perceived as part of the church because people live a certain way. But I'm so happy that it had such a good outcome, and you guys rock. I felt a lot of pressure today to make a really, really interesting video, and to be frank, these past 2 weeks haven't been too interesting. A little life update, I suppose, is me and Austin have been married for 2 years now. So that's exciting. Archie's 6 months old and kind of same old, nothing too crazy. This video is about my cooking strike. Probably confusing to anyone that read it. They're like, what does that mean? So I'm gonna explain. I'm just being dramatic, okay? Everyone gets to be dramatic once in a while. This is my time to shine. So I'm on a strike for one day to not cook because yesterday I tried to make a meal that, I grew up eating and was so yummy, and it just did not turn out good. I was literally embarrassed eating it, and it's just me and my husband eating it. It's not like I'm uncomfortable, but I was embarrassed, truly embarrassed. Did I just make this and fail? Just killed my mood the rest of the day. I was just embarrassed that it had turned out so bad. And you put so much time into a meal and then it turns out literal poop, amazing. After my failure of a meal, I was like, nope, I'm not cooking. The next day, I'm not. This just made me angry. Austin was just saying, wow, this really affected you, this meal. That is why I'm on a cooking strike. And like I was saying, the past few weeks have not been super interesting per se. But this is kind of what has been standing out to me as what I've been learning, in my life. Is I like in these videos to just kind of talk about the things that I'm going through or that I'm learning, and that maybe people can resonate with and I can help or touch, or the spirit does the work here, and this is what was standing out. So let's go. My message today is kind of just geared towards that, our own forms of cooking strikes, or things that should be easy or kind of come with an expectation. So for example, becoming a mom or even a wife or fiance, whatever you are, you kind of just think you're gonna learn how to cook. You're gonna cook for your family and your husband, and that's what it's gonna be, and it's just gonna happen. Before, let's see, I was married 2 years ago, and I don't know if many of you remember, I posted something and I was just saying how shocking it was that these things were not natural for me, cooking specifically. I don't know, I didn't grow up really cooking. Sometimes I'd help my mom out, but it's not something I learned all of these skills growing up that I just like knew how to like toss ingredients together and make these masterpieces. Like, no, in college I ate taquitos and Teddy Grahams, and Austin ate Totino's pizzas every day for like years and years. He cooks more than me. Austin is the cook of the house, okay? If that can paint the picture for you. Kind of just one of those like motherhood wifely expectation things that you should be good at. And so, you know, I never thought to put time into learning how to cook before now, because I just thought it would just come naturally, and it just has not. So I just wanted to make this video because I know that we all have like our own type. I'm thinking in Spanish all of a sudden. Oh my gosh. What's the word? Form. There we go. Our own form of our cooking strikes. Like something we are just not natural at, that we just wish we could just like be good at all of a sudden. It's not magic. That's what I'm learning. It takes work, it takes practice, it takes failure, like, and that is just, it's just life. Like, it's just one of those things that is gonna take maybe years. Things that I thought were gonna come naturally didn't just poof and happen. So it was a bit shocking for me, and still, that these are not things that I enjoy per se, or that I'm good at even. It's just like shocking. It's like Bewitched. Have you seen that show with Samantha the witch, and she snaps her fingers or wiggles her nose and things appear or happen, or there's a full meal on the table? That's what I want. That's what I think about whenever I have to think of dinner. Come on, give me the power. I just wanted us all to kind of think of our own forms of cooking strikes, of those things that we expect should just come very naturally and that don't, or are more difficult for us than it seems other people. For example, I'm like out here in Kentucky surrounded by these amazing moms, a lot of young families out here that I live by, and they are amazing cooks. Me and Austin will go to a dinner with them at their house or something, and we're shocked. Like, when we leave their house, the food was so good, and I just think, how did these women cook this meal? And how do they cook a meal like this every day? It literally blows my mind. I think it's okay. I think I need to give myself grace that it's okay if I ain't no chef, you know? And it's okay if you are struggling with something seemingly simple. You know, reach out to someone. I would love to try and help you with whatever your cooking strike form is. I don't have all the answers, I'm totally aware. But I'm, you know, usually giving advice on these videos, but I'm asking for advice. Healthy recipes. I be lazy, guys. Food-wise, I like it quick, I like it fast. I don't want to prep a bunch of stuff. I don't like to spend a long time in the kitchen. I like to get it in my belly, you know, get full, and I'm done. And I know that's not the way. If you guys have healthy recipes or tips or whatever, please send them my way, or even just cooking tips. Please, I need your help, because I am over it. Make these videos to share where I'm at and what I'm learning, to maybe help someone out there who also loathes cooking, or or, you know, is struggling with something that is not natural. Like, I'm with you. Like, I get it. And I am here so that you don't feel alone, and that, you know, Heavenly Father also cares about these things. Like, just especially things in like that we feel like are expected of us. It's okay if you're struggling along with something basic. It's just one of those things, and I wish like I had the answer already, but I think it's just time and patience. And so I love you guys, and I hope somebody resonates with this video, even if it's just one person. I say these things in the name of Jesus Christ, amen.